Hey everybody, welcome to Apex Syndicates. All right, I think I have found something huge. This could blow up and be massive. You know, we've all had that sister or cousin or whoever that loved the boy bands back when we were growing up, New Kids on the Block and, all of that stuff, boy bands, There's a project that is called K-pop, and this just launched a few weeks back. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is really, really interesting. So K-pop is a basically Korean pop culture, okay? It's like boy bands from Korea. And they're partnering, this K-pop is partnering with some big names. And there's a lot of people in crypto that are backing this as well. From that, what I'm coming to find out, I'm doing some research on it, but what I have seen so far is very bullish, and we are very early to this. But I do think that this is the project that will easily 200x this bull run. Now, I know I say that a lot in a lot of different videos, and I do believe that when I say that, but when I look at the narrative that this particular project is tapping into, it's huge. Like I said, think back to when we were younger, like I said, all of our, teenage cousins or sisters and how they would just go crazy over, the boy bands. Well, that's kind of what K-pop is, but it's much more than that. I'm very excited about this one. I really am. Like I said, I see the potential in it because of the narrative that they're tapping into. It's just huge. And this is going to be a bit of a, it's a movement. And from my understanding, there's some very big names that are going to come in here and be a part of this ecosystem. And the bigger the names that come in and partner with K-pop, the more exposure it's going to get and the faster it's going to grow, right? And that's what it's going to take. And now, apart from all of that, okay, apart from K-pop itself and the brand and, tapping into the Korean pop culture aspect, there's a lot of big names in crypto, because that's what really comes down to. Where's the money going to come from? Where's the liquidity going to come from? And I look at this, and from what I understand, there's some very big OGs from the Pepe, from that got into Pepe. There's some very big OGs that got in early on Pepe that are actually going to be a part of this and that are going to be, pumping in some serious liquidity from my understanding. Now, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Always do your own due diligence. I'm just telling you what I see, what I feel, what I think, and what I'm investing in. Full transparency, I threw $5K at this. I threw $5,000 at this. I'm going to show you the market cap, and I'm going to tell you, I really do believe that this will be a 100x, maybe even a 200x project because of the names that are behind it, tapping into the Korean pop culture. It's huge. It is a big market. So, like I said, just check it out. Do your own research. Do your own due diligence. And see if you see what I see. But when I look at this, like I said, this launched a few days back, and right now it's sitting at a $5.2 million market cap. Let me just kind of zoom out of this a little bit here. But it launched out, and like I said, it's been pretty much trading sideways right now, and it's in breakout stage. Like I said, it's one of these here times, it's just going to fly. And right now it's at a $5.2 million market cap. Like I said, easily I can see this doing a 100x. That's a $500 million market cap. In all reality, I see this going into the billions of dollars in market cap, which would be about a 200x from here, give or take, simple math. So that is where I see K-pop going. So like I said, $1,000, if it does 100x, it's $100,000. 200x, it gets to $1 billion market cap. $100,000 is literally, $200,000. I threw in $5,000, and, for me, I can see the potential of making close to anywhere from $500K to $1 million on this should it perform well, which I think it will. And I think it will happen fast when it starts to take off and when it starts to gain traction. This is the kind of project with the names that are behind it. Like, it won't take years. It's going to take weeks, months, like a period of, it's going to be one of those things where it just takes off. And obviously, it goes from like a, $5-10 million market cap to, $200, $300, $400 million market cap, and then works its way up to $1 billion within a period of a month. That is what I see when I look at this project. So like I said, do your own research, do your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I see, what I feel, what I think, and what I'm investing in and why I'm investing in. I look for narratives. I look for things that are going to grab people's attention. And when I look at this, I see some of the names. I hear Pepe OGs coming in. I hear Korean pop culture, boy bands. I hear all of this type of stuff. It sounds like a recipe for success, if you ask me. So like I said, time will tell. I don't have a crystal ball, but I do try to find projects early, and I definitely am throwing some money at this because I see the potential. So everybody, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button, turn on that bell notification, go over and join our free X account. Of course, it's completely free, but we'd love to have you over there and follow us. And we also have a free Telegram chat. No risk, all reward. We would love to have you as part of our Telegram community. Amazing stuff going on over there, buy alerts and all kinds of great stuff, great community. And if you really want to take it to that next level, join our VIP Telegram chat, because that's where we're going to talk about projects like K-pop way before you see these videos. So like I said, we're talking about this. We actually, a lot of us got in at around a $3.9 to $4 million market cap. People in there were talking about this project. So if you want to get in early on amazing projects, join the VIP Telegram chat. That's where the magic happens. So everybody, have a great day. Don't forget to smile, pick up some K-pop, and I'm pretty sure we'll see you on the moon. Take care, everybody.